So we have the Stallion lowered, and I have moved the lift tray over to this side, and we're about to jack this guy up. And the first thing we're gonna do is take the wheels off, do some measurements, get in there on the coilovers on each side, and make adjustments to the coilovers. You can see I've got about, I don't know, a good 2 inches of gap in here, which, by the way, that fender needs to be rolled up in there a lot better than it is. So I'll probably end up doing that today too. Who rolls fenders on a Ferrari? I do. So we'll get that done today, and you should see a huge difference here. We'll get this thing off of stilts today, and then I might start actually messing with the brakes. So all right, here we go. So, got one out, just doing some inspecting here, cleaning the stuff up. And some pretty Brembo brakes here. Here, let's try to get you set up where I can do this. You can see here for a minute, I'll get it in front of you. So here's our Brembo brake pads. We'll go ahead and take these apart so you can get a good look. And that one doesn't have the sensors in it. I got to figure out which one is front and which one is rear. And we got all the great pieces, parts aligned in here. So let's look at this one. Oh, there we go. Sensors on these, I believe these are the front, but I'll do a double check on these and make sure we get them made up. So I know music's loud, that's what I do, that's how I roll. So this one's got a little stripe in it here. Well, let's just do a quick look and see if that's pretty a matchup made up. We'll grab this one as well. All right, I'll have to look at what the part numbers are front to rear. Actually, that's not a Brembo part. Sorry for the noise in the background. It's 1719. I'll have to do some research here in just a second, make sure I got the right ones going to the right place. Anyways, just want to give you a quick look here. So I look like I've got pretty good rotor on here. There's a lot of scoring. It's got some material on it. We get that cleaned up. Anyways, I'll go back in here for you. Okay. A little bit of Google searching. So the 35s are the fronts. That's what I got. 36s are the rears. So we got the fronts out. I was just making sure I had the right ones. We'll go back on a time-elapsed photo here, and you can watch my fat ass put these things on. Okay, that's easy. That's one side done. But let me show you what we're gonna do. The next things we're gonna do, and I gotta get Ferrari logos made later on. We'll worry about that. But these are gonna get wrapped in yellow. So, yep, they're gonna match the mirrors. We're gonna get them done in yellow, and I'm gonna start working on that. We'll see how that looks in just a second. Needs the Ferrari logo on it, but there's our yellow caliper. Is it perfect? No. Is it perfect from a distance? Absolutely. So it's all good. We got our pads seated, so we're gonna pull those pads out real quick. We're gonna lubricate them, and then we'll put them back in there. All right, all we gotta do is get the Ferrari logos on here, and you can see that side is done. We got new pads in there, and I'll throw the tire on there. I got the brake pad sensor. I don't like where it is, the wire, so I'm gonna tie that back a little bit, get that squared away, and then onto the other side. So mine are scared just a minute ago. I'm putting this thing back together, by the way. Jazz hands are nice and dirty. One of the things that I noticed is I had a lot of clay in the front wheel. Once I put the wheel on, it's not like the wheel bearing, but it's definitely not. The wheel bearing tap is set, centered, it's in there right. Got a little bit of slop in the steering column though. So later on, we're gonna have to chase that down and figure out what the hell is going on with that. And everybody likes my pretty yellow new calipers. Alrighty. I know you guys are watching more than you want to watch. And we will torque these when we're done with the other side. So you guys don't need to see me do the other side. This side's done. Check out those pretty yellow calipers. From a distance, we'll get the Ferrari logos on them. Look better than the black because you don't see the black. So yellow will stand out a little bit. Of course, they'll get nice and dirty and look nice and aged like the rest of the car. Anyways, it is hot in this Georgia weather. I'm gonna go get the other side done and then we're gonna call it. All right, so how many of you have had carp here in therapy today? I know I have. All right, let's get this guy turned a little bit. That'd be good. You can see our calipers are nice and jello. So we've got that all squared away. Get this stuff out of the way. And there we go. I like it when I get it right the first time, but when I don't, the good news is a little bit of twisting and turning. You usually get all this stuff in here. Get these lug nuts on, and believe it or not, we are set. I got to get my buddy Sammy James to print me up some nice Ferrari logos to go on the calipers. We'll get those done in black or blue, and that will round out what we're doing here. Maybe better light, I don't know. We'll see. And let's just get these back in. Make sure our wheel is seated where we want it to be. That's a therapeutic night. know a lot of you guys didn't get a chance to do any of this tonight, unfortunately, but I think that you should. I think that every night you get out here in the garage and you're doing stuff. Well, the family's doing other stuff, not taking time away from them, but get out here and get a little bit of therapy going and soothe the old soul a little bit. That's not bad. We will hit these with the torque wrench after the facto. So, my old pads, I'll wrap those in here. Those old pads actually didn't look too terribly bad. I had a lot of issues with these brakes on this Ferrari, and changing out the pads first, I don't have a high degree of confidence this is going to fix it, but you never know until you try. So, the fronts are swapped out. We've got that done. Look, that little Brembo logo. I'm not going to put that on there. That's cheesy. So, something over here. Get all this stuff situated, put away. We'll lower the car. Next thing we need to do is make sure we got pressure on the brakes.